I actually put a fireplace set in there that made it kind of glow and sparkle in the room, and it, like the parlor stove, has a stove board that goes under it. I just love this, and I guess I'm just a dollhouse person and all related items. And I showed you the baby crib I had. Well, I didn't remember that I also had some more of the same set. This is the bassinet, a little table, and a rocking chair, and also a frame that has the baby's information on it. It, again, is from Calico. This makes up so beautifully. I did one for my niece, and she was just a little girl, and so it was a shadow box that hung on the wall. And but I took some really fine lace, just regular sewing lace that happened to be just the right length, and gathered it around there, and it just looks so pretty. And anyway, now I'm looking forward to putting together another one. And right here is the other baby set. And this one has got that bassinet that I was talking about. It's got a shelf on the bottom for storage. It's got a diaper pail, which we don't hardly use those anymore. And it's got the little chef robe for the baby's clothes, and the drawers open. And it's got a scale, so we can keep up with how big that baby's getting. And here it says it's got the bassinet, a wardrobe, a diaper pail, a scale, and decorative decals. Yes, it did have it has a decorative decal on the thing. I'm thinking I've not got this set right. My eyes, I have a cataract and my glasses don't help me much anymore. But anyway, there was that. This thing shut off on me a minute ago, so I don't know what it's up to now. I'm going to have to learn to put them together. And here's another one I'm going to show you. It's got lots of weird pricing on it. I think I might have picked this one up at a yard sale. But this is going back real life miniatures. Now this is the Queen Anne selection. The Queen Anne selection. I got too many lights up there flashing at me. This is the Queen Anne selection, and this is the formal dining room things, and it has, what am I trying to say? It's been opened, and I'm not sure if it's all here and all. It has a sideboard, but it's a very nice looking set, and it's made by the same people that made that kitchen that I had, only this is a little higher class furniture. That was all more kitchen-y, more country furniture. This is a little more uptown. But anyway, I'm going to, let me put it back on my stove for just a little bit while I talk, just a little. I love this stove. Like I said in some of my notes that I've put on my channel, on my under, as I put my items up, if y'all have a particular piece of furniture that you would like to see me put together, I'm going to put them all together eventually, so it doesn't really matter too much about me. But I'm going to talk just a little bit about this house that I've got to work on. I got to clean this table off, and then I can bring that house in here, and you can see what I'm talking about. But right now, it's just made out of Luan type plywood. It's fairly smooth, but it's in a federal sort of style, and I think it needs to be bricked rather than have lap siding on it, because it just looks to me like it should be a bricked one. It's actually one I made when I had one in the last shop. I moved from one state to another and then started the game again. But anyway, it was It was one that I made to sell, and it's a pretty large house. And the top floor, rather than having the real slanted attic type roof like so many of them have, has got what I believe is called a mansard roof, and that means that the walls to the roof area inside are pretty straight up and down, so you got a lot more headroom in one like that. But what I'm going to do for making the bricks is I'm going to go out to my porch, and I'm going to measure the bricks that make up my porch, and I'm going to see how long they are, how thick they are, and how deep they are. And then I'm going to transfer that to some cardboard, like cereal boxes or poster board and that type thing. And I'm going to make it to where I did this on the base to my daughter's Barbie house. And I'm going to make it to where what I do is I'll paint the house what I hope will be a cement or concrete color. And then all these little pieces of brick shapes that I cut out, I will paint a brick color. And then I'll just lay them up there row by row, just like the masons do. And I've done, like I said, I did the foundation on my daughter's Barbie house that way. Excuse me. I did I have another house that I did that it's set in the storage building for so long it's going to have to be totally brought back down to the wood. And but anyway, on that one, it had a chimney. Well, it had a foundation also, but it had a chimney on one end that went all the way from the foundation to the living room, then to the bedroom, and then to the bedroom that was on the third floor. And so that made it where it was a nice tall chimney, and it all showed from the end. And it wasn't perfect, but it looked pretty realistic, and it was kind of fun to do. Lots of times back then when I was doing that, I was actually babysitting. And sometimes it's not as easy to get things done when you've got lots of little hands and needs and things that are not, that are more important than what I was trying to do, So I didn't always get my things done as nicely as I would like to have. But anyway, I've got lots of things I want to do. One thing I want to talk about is those curtains that were in that kitchen box. And those curtains, I believe it was 1/16 of an inch gingham. And that is so perfect for miniatures. And it's so easy to work with because it's not printed. It's actually woven to get that design. So you can pull a string and get you a nice cutting edge, and then you can pull a few strings out, make you a nice fringe, put a little dab of fray check on each corner where, so no more threads will come out. And it just works really nice. Like for the tablecloth, it worked really nice like that. And to hem the curtains, because the more you sew with a machine on those tiny things, the more they get where they don't want to, they get more chunky looking. So what I did to hold the fringe up in that was I took orange embroidery thread, and I just did little X's the size of one row of those checks. And then by doing it that way, I didn't have to fold the hem over, and I didn't have to make it chunky to where it wouldn't fall right. And it made a really nice hem, and added a little decoration also. And I've got, my head's just so full of things. I don't really know exactly what I